I'm walking in my purpose. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm walking.
So today with us on Stool Talk, we're honored to have special elite athlete here on Stool Talk. We walk in our purpose on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. Matter of fact, she's balling in purpose. She's a great student athlete. Her teammates rave about her hard work, her dedication, and just her ability to be a leader on the court. Her coaches rave about just her personality and what she brings to the sport, her passion for it. Today we have with us the one, the only, Miss Tia'Renea Montgomery. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, I'm good. Can you share with us how your journey in volleyball started?
I honestly just asked my counselor, one of my it was like a closer counselor to me, and I was like, I want to try volleyball because everybody's always like, oh, basketball, basketball, but to be honest, I don't really have the biggest fan of basketball. So I was like, because me it's very masculine, you know what I mean? So I was like, volleyball is very feminine, da da da. Then he gave me a flyer to the high school, because I was in middle school at the time. The high school that had a program that he was friends with, and basically got in contact with them, started training with them, and then kind of just went on from there.
Wow, what do you love about volleyball?
I just like how I like how it's a team sport, and how it really takes not it can't one person just make the game, you know what I mean? It's like a team sport. You need the whole team to make the game go on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. When did you start to see your game take off and you started to develop and be, an elite player amongst your peers?
Honestly, it was the near the end of my 14 season, because that was actually my first season. But in the beginning of the season, of course, I was learning. Da, da, da. Then as I progressed and got better, I eventually became the starting middle on that team, and it let our other middle become an outside, and we went to a qualifier and won gold. So I think that was really when it was it was my first mountaintop that I reached, you know.
Yeah, what does hard work mean to you? Because, like I said, your coaches, your teammates, and people that know you and know that you're elite, they know you put in the hard work. What does that hard work mean to you?
Hard work a lot of times I think just means time. Your time and your effort, because you can be there all the time, but if you're not giving your all and putting your all into it, then you're not progressing.
Yeah, and how does family help you, and what does it mean to you when you see your family and when they support you and be there at all the big matches?
Yeah, I feel like it definitely helps. I feel like that they're there and they're supporting you. Somebody has your back even though they're not playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what's the difference for those that might not understand or might not know? What's the difference between school volleyball and club volleyball?
Well, it's definitely a big difference. I mean, unless you go to a really high level high school. I mean, because they are definitely there. But compared to Pebblebrook, compared to A5, as A5 was ranked the number one club in the nation last year, it's definitely a big jump. Because getting accustomed to Pebblebrook play and then jumping all the way to A5 level play was definitely a big thing for me, because it was so that it was crazy different. Yeah, it was like so yeah, it's much different. High school level, it's also it's a bit more fun. It's not as serious, you know what I mean? Of course, you want to win all the things, but it's still a bit more chill and more relaxing, because not oh, you're competing for your position or things like that. It's kind of you're just enjoying the sport, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And when you were in middle school, about to go to high school, was it a lot of high schools that were trying to get you to come there because they seen your potential and they seen your skill set?
Well, I started in the very end of eighth grade, so I didn't. Nobody really knew of me, because especially my middle school wasn't we had a volleyball team, but I think there was four of us, and it was a mess. But no, because I wasn't familiar enough with it then.
Yeah. How has playing for Pebblebrook High School and your A5 club shaped you as an athlete?
I think it has shaped me as an athlete. For one, I feel like with Pebblebrook, it definitely like showed me like it was more personal, I feel. Especially because like you go to school with these girls, you see them in the hallway, you see them more than you do your club team. So it was like it was more personal and more family kind of. Versus A5, yes, we still have like our family, like we're cool, like we're tight, but we're still not around each other as much. Versus like where I would have classes and things where I see these girls every day, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
still see them out even though the season's over. But A5, it's just it's more serious in my opinion.
Yeah. Do you know Mia Moss?
Yes.
Shout out to Mia Moss too. Worked with her with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I got a chance to meet her and talk to her, ask her some questions as well too. And that's why I got a little familiar with some stuff too. So
Yes.
I definitely know that the volleyball program over there is under good hands, and they got some great elite athletes. What does it mean being an all region, all county? What does that mean to you?
It was really cool. I was surprised a bit because I was like,
You
hey,
was?
because in remember because I come from Los Angeles, so in Los Angeles we didn't have that. So this was my first year like experiencing that and seeing that, and just like being next to like the other girls at other schools that are also like the highest in their area. Like it was cool. I was definitely grateful.
When did it sink in? Like, man, this is what I got. This is the award. Did your family, was they allowing you to know the significance of it?
Yeah, I think it was after I got home and like I had the plaque, and I was like, hey, I'm doing some things out there.
Yeah. And what grade are you currently in?
I'm in 10th.
You're in the 10th, so you still got 2 more quality years to go, plus school ball and club ball. Can you describe a moment or a play or a highlight that stands out thus far in your career?
Like with Pebblebrook or club or both.
We're either or.
Either. Oh, I one that definitely stood out that I can think of is we were in for my club, the old club from Los Angeles that I was in. We were in Minnesota qualifier. It's called Northern Lights, and it was championship day. So if you lose, you're out. You know what I mean? And it was game point in the third set, 13-14, and our coach was like, set Tia the ball, like set Tia the ball. She sent me the ball. I think that was the best hit I had all tournament, and we won that game. It
Did
was
you,
so,
did you spike on somebody?
huh?
Did you spike on somebody?
Yes, definitely.
So let me ask you this. I know basketball, they score, boom, get the and one, and one. When you spike on somebody, how is the emotion? How is the,
Yeah, the celebration was definitely very large. Yeah, like especially my old team, like we over celebrated every point. So that point was definitely a big point.
wow. Wow. How do you balance academics, your social life, still being a teenager, family time with training? How is you balancing that? Because you're elite in the classroom as well.
Yes, balancing it is honestly very, very difficult. Especially because just like me and Moss, we're both in performing arts also. And they're both performing arts and A5 are both very high demand programs, and both of them are like, oh, we're the main priority. So trying to find those two and have them not clash because they are definitely clashing is very it's worrisome, but I am doing the best that I can do. Yeah, I just do my best. I do what I can do, choose the best option.
Yeah. How do you handle pressure performing at an elite level, especially like when you on the big stages, like the A5s and the circuits and different things? How do you balancing that? Like, how are you adjusting when it's pressure, when you know it's a big match, when you know you're going up against ranked other teams? Like, what are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
Yeah, that is one thing that is different about me than most is like I don't really ever feel that nervousness. Like of course I'll feel nervous, but like when it's time to go, like it's time to go. You know what I mean? So it's like for example, like you're serving a pressure serve, you know what I mean? I kind of do it. Like I know my training. I know that like I have this. So overthinking, usually makes you mess up. So I usually just don't think about it. I try to just act like it's not a pressure. Like it's just this is a normal thing. You know what I mean?
What's the vibes when you getting ready for a match? Like, are you listening to music? Are you quiet? What's the locker room like? Like, what's the tunes you listening to?
Yeah, well, especially for A5, one of our teammates got us all matching headphones, and they light up on the side so that we're all listening to the same thing at the
Oh,
same
yeah.
time. Yeah, so it's really cool. And they'll be like, oh, like dancing like my Dougie and things like that, and we're all like doing it at the same time. It's really cool. But at Pebblebrook, I definitely did listen to music, but I think because we're kind of goofy team. Both of my A5 team and my Pebblebrook team, like very funny, very like always making jokes and things like that. So we're kind of always like just cracking jokes, like being like like loose, not like you know what I mean? Yeah. So we're kind of just always having fun listening to music. Yeah.
Who's the silliest one on your team? You can go Pebblebrook and club if you want to.
Pembroke, I think honestly on both teams it's both Layla. Like I feel like she's the goofiest on both teams because like I don't know. Yeah, usually she's like always the one making the most jokes and things of that sort.
Yeah, shout out Layla. We gotta have you on here, Layla.
Yes.
Definitely. Who is the best dancer on the teams?
Well, you know, honestly, I would have to give that one to me because I am the
Hey.
I do actually dance. Even at Pebblebrook. I am a musical theater minor, and I'm gonna double minor in dance next semester. But I can actually like dance.
Yeah. Um, what is three words that describe your volleyball play?
I would say like determined, fun, and serious at times.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does the training routine look like with you during season and off season?
Um, well, for high school, we worked out every day. And then Friday we had 5 a.m. practices. So that was definitely a thing, but it allowed us to be able to like go to games and things like that on Friday night. So that because we didn't have practice, so that was that. High school was definitely a eat, sleep, drink volleyball kind of season. A5, we practice on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. No, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. But Tuesday is a 4 hour long practice. It's called master coaching, and basically it's all of the teams, and we all practice together for 4 hours, and the last 15 minutes is like hardcore conditioning. So that practice is definitely like a tough practice because like when you're first there it's not ending anytime soon, so you're just like, okay, just gotta push through.
And is volleyball coaches serious like other sports? Is it on like that?
Yeah, it definitely is. Like they're definitely not playing that at all.
Wow. What's the biggest lesson volleyball has taught you?
I think the biggest lesson is probably just to like just keep pushing. Like you can't give up. Like even for example, like you're playing and you get blocked, you can't not swing anymore. You know what I mean? You have to keep going, you know?
Yeah. Are there any specific techniques or drills that you've mastered and it made you more of an elite player?
I feel like we have this game called Columbus, and it's a 4-on-4 match, but you rotate in. So basically everybody on the team has to pass, everybody has to set, and everybody has to hit. You know what I mean? And I feel like that makes everybody, including myself, like an all-around player type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. What type of leader would you say that you are? Do you lead vocally or with your play?
I think I lead more vocally. Yeah.
Don't let the demeanor fool you. You be like, let's go.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you motivate your teammates during tough games or practice?
I would usually say like let's say you make a mistake, I'd be like, hey, you got the next one though. You got the next one though, don't you? And they're like, yeah, I got the next one, and they're ready to get the next one instead of dwelling on that mistake that they just made. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you think sets you apart? Like when I got you on my team, what are you bringing to the table, skill wise?
I'm definitely bringing a solid block. That is definitely most likely my highest, my most, my best thing. That is definitely my best thing. Yeah. So my block is definitely my best thing, but of course my hitting is also my best thing. But as I play right side, as I play right side, there's not like as much room like as an instead of an outside. I mean, of course I play both, but for some reason my coaches love to have me on the right side, so I that's why I think it's just my block, because you want to have me against the biggest hitter, so I guess
Yeah.
okay. But yes, I feel like my hitting is definitely my best thing, and my vocal things too, because I feel like most people, they're kind of quiet on the court, but talking is definitely like something that needs to be happening on the court.
Yeah, what is your recruiting looking like? Colleges and the interest. Are you thinking about that right now, or are you waiting, giving it time? How are you handling that?
I'm definitely thinking about it, making moves towards it. Not like the moves are kind of already happening by default because I'm at A5, and my other teammates, like versus I have like one of my really close friends on my A5 team. Her mom sends out like 100 emails before we go to the tournaments. And for example, we just went to Triple Crown, which is an invite only tournament, so it's only the best of the best teams and clubs there. And there was 500 college coaches there, and 298 of those college coaches were D1. So you see them all walking around, they all have their shirts on, and it's like, whew, okay.
So do you got a woo side take it in? Like, I know that's crazy work.
That is crazy. Yeah, and we actually got third in our division.
Yeah, congratulations on that too.
Yes. Thank you.
So what are your long-term goals with this? Are you trying to play in the college level? Are you trying to take it professional? Or are you trying to go to the Olympics with this? Like, how far do you want to take this thing?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to take it to college. I feel like what happens during college is where I'll see if I go farther than that. Because I always try to work on one thing at a time. So I'm like, okay, college. Now we're in college. Oh, will I go pro or will I not? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's kind of what I do.
So how far do you want to take the dancing, the competitive dancing?
Yeah, I definitely, that's the thing. This is the biggest thing. It's like, do I want to go volleyball girl or performing arts girl? Because I don't know, because I'm great at both of the things. But the thing is I can only play volleyball for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus you can perform till it's your last day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's probably where like the lines are meeting. I'm like, okay, I need to think about this because it's a lot.
Do you know Audrey Young? We had her on the show too. She's a senior. She plays flag football and she dances as well.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think I saw it on your page,
Oh
but I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know her.
So that's why I'm seeing like y'all really are being dominant in two sports, like killing it on the dance and the floor competition, then coming to y'all major sport dominating. So it's giving y'all a list of two things. Can you give words of encouragement to the youth that want to start playing volleyball, and give words of encouragement for those that's juggling two sports?
Yeah, I would definitely say for the youth, like, just try it. I mean, of course, everything is not for everybody. Like, basketball really was not for me. But you just try it. If you find it fun, I feel like the earlier you start, the better. I mean, of course, you could start later. I started when I was 14. I've only been playing for 2 years. And I'm still good, you know what I mean? So I feel like, but starting younger is still better though, because you get more opportunity, more teaching, more everything. For people trying to juggle two things, I say, hey, it's gonna be hard, but you can do it. You can do it. You just gotta make sure that even when the things collide, you have to pick one or the other, because you can't try and do both at the same time. Sometimes it's literally impossible to do both things. So you just have to make sure you can. Sometimes you have to pick one thing over the other, and that's where it kind of sees like, hey, which one are you trying to go down, this path or this path? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And one thing I love about you, just seeing your passion, how much you love the game, but you're so humble and you can see that you like, I'm like this, but I can get to this level. Like you want more. You ain't just standing that I'm good. I'm at elite. I'm A5. You want more. And me just seeing the type of player that you are, it's just going to allow other people to watch you and to see your journey excel. And they be like, man, this is what she did. She's excelling at this. And they can want to be in your shoes because, like you're already 2 years in and you're great, but you can even be greater. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I love about, you, and always keep that in there. Where did that come from? Where you know that your ceiling is up there and there's still more to go and you're not complacent? Is that taught to you? Is that, spoken to you? Like, where did it come from?
Definitely from my mom. She always like, always told me like you can always get better, you know what I mean? Like you never really like especially from my old coach, our quote was the sky's the limit. So you never reached the mountaintop. Like there's always more to learn, always area to get better at, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What brand do you guys play in at Pebblebrook and A5? Is it different? Do y'all got Nikes? Do y'all got Asics? What is the gear like?
At A5, we are Mizuno.
Okay.
And at Pebblebrook, we have Under Armour.
Okay.
Under Armour, yeah.
What is it? Is it a difference in the brand? Do you have a preference or it really don't matter?
Me personally, I do prefer Mizuno.
Okay.
Just because Under Armour, I feel like Under Armour is a little too much armor. And yeah, like I used to have Under Armour shoes, but it was a lot. So I feel like Mizuno is more, and I feel like it's more aesthetically pleasing too.
Yeah, definitely. If you could have one cartoon character as a teammate, who would it be and why?
Cartoon character. Um, I don't know. Cartoon character as a teammate. I'd probably say like, well, this is not really a cartoon character, but it's a character. So I'm gonna say like Superman or Superwoman, for example, because like sometimes you need somebody who's always gonna come to the rescue. Sometimes where you're just at a brick wall and you're like, hey, I need some help, and then bam, now you have your help. I feel like that'd be a great teammate to have.
Yeah. So what about this gives me to my next question. If you could have a superpower that would help you in volleyball, what would it be?
It would probably be It'd probably be like speed. Like if I could be like the Flash, I'd be unstoppable.
Right, like boom, 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 boom.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. What's the last good movie or TV show you seen lately?
Um, I've seen I don't know. Well I did just watch what was it called? Venom: The Last Dance. I liked that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do besides when you ain't playing sports to have fun or relax or to enjoy yourself when you ain't at practice games and things like that?
I like to read. That's definitely what I read, and then like talk to my friends, play games or whatever. But like that's pretty much about it. I don't have a lot of free time.
Right, that's what I know. So, what's the last good book or a good book that you have read or that you were, refer to somebody to read?
Um, the last I've I've been on like a reading block, so it's been a minute. But like I just started this book. But I would probably recommend like I don't really even remember. I don't think my books are recommendable.
Oh, okay. You more of a fiction, non-fiction,
I'm
scary?
a definitely fiction, definitely
Okay.
fiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
After a big win, where would you want to go get something to eat at?
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Yeah, no discussion.
Do you make sure they give you the right amount of sides?
Yes,
Portion control.
yes.
We thank you, Tia. We're spotlighting you for your great, excellent play, being an outstanding elite athlete and student athlete as that. You have everything inside you that you need to be great. Continue to be great. Continue to own your skill. Continue to be that great leader. May God give you the favor that you need, the ability, the effort, and even to go far where He opened up doors for you. We're going to be spotlighting you. We're going to be posting this, sharing you, and having a lot of people follow you because of your great elite athletic skill set and even the great personality and leadership that you possess. We thank you for this time because we know you don't have a lot of time. Time is something that you can't give back. So continue to be great. We wish y'all win every league that y'all going into tournament. Go dominate. Go be great.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tia'Renea Montgomery.
Thank you.